Guys, this is Eric from Figure Unboxing, and in this video we're going to take a look at a SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Double, and this is the Shinkocchou Seihou version, or some people might call it the renewal or 2.0, but basically a new mold for Kamen Riders. And the whole series is a little bit pricey, but I do think it's worth the price. And here's the left of the box, and this looks like a cell phone case, and here's the right of the box, and here is the back of the box, and it looks very nice. And let's bust this thing open and see what we got. So here we have the figure still in there in the packaging, and he came with 5 pairs of hands, some Gaia memory, and it looks like we can play with the Gaia memory this time, because like this thing doesn't have Gaia memory, so I assume you can put it in there, and that is really awesome. And we do have like 2 articulated scarf, one longer one shorter one. That's pretty cool too. And here's the instruction paper, and it actually reads that we have to be careful with the horn over here. I think people break their Kamen Rider horns on a regular basis by dropping to the floor, so yeah, you have to be really careful with that. But anyways, let's check out the figure itself. So here we have the figure itself, and he looks amazing. This is probably by far the best looking SH Figuarts Kamen Rider figures I have ever seen. And I'm not even that attached to Kamen Rider Double. I've only seen bits and pieces of it, so I understand the character and maybe all the forms. But after seeing this, I think I'm gonna watch the series. And this guy is just so ahead of every other SH Figuarts Kamen Rider. He's using all the latest technology. He's got the best proportion I have ever seen, and good colors and everything. Like everything just looks very clean, and he feels very light. He's lighter than I thought. He's probably lighter than most of the Kamen Riders I have around here. But it's not a bad thing. Like it feels very good. Like the quality is very nice. This guy just screams quality. Like just look at all this color and look at all this detail. He is amazing. And let's check out the articulation. Alright, so before we get into the articulation, let's take a closer look at the driver over here, because it's really well made. You guys can actually see the translucent plastic over here, so that's really beautiful. And this thing is actually articulated, so we can perform the henshin later. But for now, let's check out the articulation. Alright, so he can look up and down, no problem. He can turn its head, no problem. The shoulder is on a ball joint, and the shoulder pad over here is on a hinge, and it does have a little ball joint in there as well, so that's really nice. You do have a bicep swivel, bicep curl, and the wrist is on a ball joint like usual. And the ab crunch feels very natural as well. He can bend backwards that much, he can bend forward this much, and you can do side to side as well, so it feels very good. I think they give us just enough range. And the upper body is basically exactly the same as the previous one, but it does feel a lot better. Everything's a lot smoother, and not to mention it looks 10 times better. And the main difference between this one and the previous one 6 years ago is the lower body. And I'm pretty sure most of you are familiar with the design already. We do have a swivel. He can kick up that high, and he can kick up that high to the side as well. So yeah, this is very nice. If I recall correctly, I can never do a cool kick with the previous release, because there's always like some gap, but it's not gonna have any problem with this. Like this thing just feels a lot better, and it fits Kamen Rider very well. I understand like Naruto is still using this because he has to like do something weird occasionally, but yeah, hopefully they can find some way to like update this as well, because I really do like this one a lot better. And we do have a side-to-side pivot and toe hinge as well. And let's check out the accessories. Alright, so before we get into the accessories, let me just try to do something fun and childish. I'm gonna try to do the henshin. Well, not myself, but I'm gonna do it with a figure with some voice acting. I'm gonna put the scarf on him first, and this is very nicely detailed and ball joint, and I hope you guys enjoy. And if you don't, just skip ahead. Ikuze, Philip. Ah, Shotaro. Cyclone! Joker! Henshin! Cyclone! Joker! Sa, omae no tsumi o kazaero. Alright, hopefully I said that correctly, and I hope you guys like it, because I didn't. Let's check out some accessories. So first off, he came with a pair of pointing hands, and these are pretty cool. Obviously he uses it when he talked about his quotes, so these are almost mandatory. And next up, he came with a pair of relaxed open hands, and these are pretty cool as well. And yeah, I like it. And of course, he came with a pair of his signature hand when the wind is blowing, and it's kind of like just 2 fingers going like that, so that's pretty cool. Next up, he came with a pair of hands for him to hold the guy on memory, and that looks pretty good. You gotta be careful because these things fall off very easily. But only my Cyclone is falling off though. My Joker is actually sitting there fine. It won't fall off. So I think there's something wrong with the QC issue over here. One of them pegs in and one of them doesn't, because I think it's supposed to peg in. But anyways, that is very cool. Oh wow, I accidentally pulled this off while I'm changing my hands. And the way they're designing this, it tells me that Fang Joker is coming for sure. I'm just guessing, but yeah, let's check out some other stuff. Alright, so lastly, he came with a pair of hands for him to use the motorcycle in the future. I don't think I'm gonna get it, but it's there and it's very cool. And he also has the huge scarf, which we're gonna try it on right now. And yep, this is pretty cool. And let's jump straight into a size comparison. Alright, so first up we have him next to some Naruto figures, and that looks pretty good. Alright, next up we have him next to some Dragon Ball figures, and that looks pretty good as well. Star Wars figures, Avengers figures, some Figma figures, and we have some fellow Kamen Riders from different series, and we have some more random figures, and let's jump straight into the final thoughts. So for the final thoughts, this guy is definitely a must-have in my opinion. I highly recommend it. He's probably the best Kamen Rider I have ever seen, and I have a lot of Kamen Riders. And to be honest, I'm not sure how they can make a better one, but maybe in 10 years we're gonna look back and see this guy as crap. But for now, this guy is gonna be the best Cyclone Joker for a very long time. And I can easily see them like repaint this and do a lot of variants since they already got a sculpt, so we can expect that to come. But yeah, I think that's it from me, and do let me know in the comments what you guys think about the figure and if you like Kamen Riders in general. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and this is Eric. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!